Hey, what's up, Deaders? I am your host, Ken to the Dead, and today we are talking all things Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. I'll carve the turkey. The film is directed by Eli Roth and written by Roth himself, as well as Jeff Rendell. It is based on a fake trailer created for the film Grindhouse, directed by Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. The name of the trailer was simply titled Thanksgiving. It was a fun trailer back in 2007. It took, as you can tell, at least a good decade to get made, but I'm so happy it's here. I was able to go to a early screening of the movie at the Vista Theater in Hollywood, where Eli Roth presented the movie, and some of the cast members were there, and it was a really good time, a really fun event. And I really thoroughly enjoyed watching it with like an opening crowd type feel. There was laughter, there was cheering at some of the kills. It was awesome. The main star of the film is Patrick Dempsey from Grey's Anatomy fame, as well as others. He's also known as the sexiest man alive, I guess, nowadays. So there's that. The film also stars Nell Verlaque, Addison Rae, and Milo Manheim, among many others. The cast was quite terrific. This will be, for the most part, a spoiler-free review, so we won't be going too much into the plot details, as there are a few twists and turns that the movie takes, which I really appreciate. But the film does offer a very 90s era slasher kind of vibe, and I was there for it. I loved it so much. I thought it was super fun. Like I said, having the crowd there, like an opening night crowd type feel, was amazing. You could tell that the cast members definitely gelled well together. While a lot of them are kind of, I think, up and comers. I mean, I'm sure they're big in their own right. I think a lot of them have done Disney Channel type stuff, but their kinship and stuff throughout the movie, you could definitely feel that they probably spent a good week or two together prior to filming to really lock down their chemistry, which is evident in the movie. The first 10 minutes of the movie start off with a pretty big bang. Without going again into the details too much, it does start off with kind of like a Black Friday at a Walmart-esque type shop where there's like these toasters, like free toaster ovens that are going on sale. Totally something that's not that like important, but the citizens of this town think it's like the most important thing ever, and they rush the store, and chaos ensues, and it's quite great chaos that only I think an Eli Roth or a director of that ilk could deliver. Those looking for gore will definitely find it here in this movie, though. There's lots of good kills that are capitalized with just a very brief 1 to 5 second just splatter of ooze, which for the gore hounds, that like that stuff, myself included in that, it's a really good time for that. And on top of that, there's pretty good humor delivered throughout the entire movie. For me, I think humor and horror kind of gel really nicely together in a lot of movies. This one definitely hits the right spots on that note as well. Another thing I really like about this movie is how inventive some of the kills are. It's not like Saw in the sense of like you have like traps and stuff and it's just a gore fest in that way. It's just it's not like Jason, walking around with a machete anymore, just hacking and slacking. The killer definitely comes up with new ways to take out the victims, and I don't think there's any one kill that's quite like the other. One of my favorites, without going into too much details, involves a sink and then like a walk-in freezer. And I'll let you guys figure that out when you see it. I think it's one of the earlier ones in the movie, so go watch it and see what I'm talking about. Also, I think there will be a quite infamous scene that we will talk about for years to come among horror heads. There is a dinner table scene that I think is just the highlight of the movie. It's kind of one of the things, now looking back on it, that the film is kind of building towards, and it is just so it's quite deliciously evil. It's really good. One of the highlight performances for me was Patrick Dempsey, and not necessarily because he did super duper well. He holds his own for sure, but it's actually, I don't think I've really ever seen him in a horror movie. We're used to seeing him, I think, like as the cute doctor guy or the lead in a romantic comedy or something like that. We don't really get to see him play around too much in the horror genre, Scream 3 aside from that. But it was pretty fun to see him kind of tackle on stuff like that. Speaking of the Scream franchise, I think pretty much if you're a fan of the Scream franchise, you're going to really love this movie. You got your masked killer running around, you got your 90s kind of cheese going on, and some really interesting kills to add to the list. It also has a little touch, I think, of Final Destination type stuff going on. You'll see a little bit of what I'm talking about when you see the movie, but there is some just the way the inventiveness of the kills as well that I think comes definitely from the writing and directing that I really appreciate. Overall, I would give this movie 7 skulls out of 10. It was really good. Definitely a crowd pleaser horror movie. Take your friends, go see it. I think it might go down as my favorite Eli Roth movie. And I do admire a lot of his work. I do love the Hostel movies, Cabin Fever, as well as some of the other ones that he's produced and or directed. The Green Inferno was a little not my cup of tea. Some people like it, but yeah, it's definitely I think the best Eli Roth movie that he's done thus far in his career. That's all I have for you guys this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let a friend know that I do horror movie reviews at Ken to the Dead. I really appreciate, again, you watching. I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. And I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving.